What is going on, guys? It is Vital here today, bringing you a brand new video. And today I have some predictions for the upcoming Season 1 Call of Duty Advanced Warfare playoffs that are happening this weekend. The gameplay watching is a Battle Red Dot gameplay that I got in ranked play on Comeback Uplink. I did a live commentary for this, but the audio was lost, so I did have the audio for it, so it wouldn't have been a good gameplay. But it's a good gameplay, but I would not have had any audio for it, so I decided I'd use it on this video. And basically today I'm going to be talking about the COD playoffs, and if you don't know, the Advanced Warfare playoffs are an online league where 12 pro teams compete to try to get the top 8 spots for the playoffs, and basically they qualified from the first LAN tournament of the year, and then they played on the online league for a long time. I don't know how many weeks it was exactly. They played 2 games a night and about 2 nights a week for a long time, so it's been going on for a while. And the teams that are in it are Optic Gaming in first place, Denial Esports in second, Prophecy in third, FaZe in fourth, Aware Gaming in fifth, Team Caliber in sixth, Team Envious in seventh, and Rise Nation in eighth. So basically there aren't actual brackets up yet. I don't know if they're going to be doing bracket play or if they're going to be doing pool play, but I'm just going to go off the last league playoffs, which was in Call of Duty Ghosts, and they did a bracket play with 8 teams. I feel like they would probably do bracket play for this. And if it was bracket play, the first match would be Optic Gaming versus Rise Nation. Optic Gaming has Crimsix, Nadeshot, Scumpy, and Formal. They finished in first with 38-6 record, so they dominated. Rise Nation came in 8th. And their team is Pac-Man, Diabolic, Miyagi, and Sender, I think. And the actual funny thing, Team Justice, who finished in 9th place, should have had this 8th place slot, but they were caught cheating because they had one of their players couldn't make their league matches that night. And so basically what they did, they recovered his account and had someone else play as him, but somehow MLG found out. So for that night, they were given 2 losses, and that put Rise Nation right above them. So that's how Rise got in. Basically, that match, Optic Gaming should win that easily. Rise is really not that great on LAN. Their last 2 placings were like top 16, which is not very good considering they are technically a pro team. And Optic Gaming got second at the first LAN and first at the second LAN. So Optic should have that easily. The next match is going to be Denial versus Envy, which is a really, really good match. It's going to be a really good match because 2 previous Envy players are on Denial now, and Denial's roster is Clayster, JCap, Attach, and Replays. A really good squad. Team Envious, they're Nameless, Merc, Zuma, and Saints. And Zuma and Saints were previously on Denial, so there's going to be some bad blood. It's going to be a really great match for that. If you guys are watching the tournament, make sure you find when that match is so you can watch it. But basically, Denial is kind of a weird team. They shouldn't really, with the players they have, that's kind of a weird mix. But they work together great. They've won a 2K, which is one of the online tournaments, and they've won some other smaller tournaments, and they've been looking pretty good, which is weird. And Envy hasn't been as good as they should be, but they still have 2 of the best slayers in Zuma and Saints, really good players. And then they got Merc. He's a really great captain. He's a veteran. Nameless is also a veteran, but he's like kind of more of a support player, I would say, but he's still really good. So that should be a really good match. The next match would be Prophecy. Oh wait, well I guess I should prophesize who's gonna win. Denial or Envy. I would probably say Denial just based off of the fact that they've been doing really well lately. But that match could really go either way. I wouldn't be surprised if it went Game 5, Round 11, crazy finish. But the next match is going to be Prophecy versus Team Caliber. Prophecy is Embos, Ricky, Fears, and Legal. And Team Caliber is Gunjar, Looney, Sharp, and Theory. So Prophecy is a really weird team. They don't really have like a straight Slayer besides Fears, and he's really not like a top Slayer, but he's still a good Slayer, but he's not really like a top Slayer. Legal is kind of more of a support. Embos is like an objective player, and Ricky's kind of a support objective player. So they don't sound like they're really good, but they work well as a team, which is why they kept the 3rd spot. And even though they're not even going to champs together, they still are pretty good. They played well in the league, and yes, there is some. It is online, so I guess it's different because there can be some warriors. Like Ricky's kind of a god online, but he's still good on LAN, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do well. TK, they started out really bad in the league. They were like ranked 11th, and they pulled it out because they moved into a team house. And the internet factor is definitely there with a team house, but also they got to be able to like get to know each other better, bond as a team, learn how they play. So really it's going to be based on that, I think, is their team chemistry is going to be really good. And I'm going to say Team Caliber is going to win that one just because of the recent surge in their league performance. They've just really stepped it up as of late. And the last match in the first round is going to be FaZe versus Aware. This is going to be a really good match, I think. FaZe is Censor, Apathy. Wait, that's the other team. I think this FaZe lineup is Aches, Enable. I don't even know the last 2 players. Slasher is one of them. I forgot the last one, so I was thinking about the other team, but I just realized that it's not going to be them. It's going to be, because there's 2 FaZe teams now. I'm pretty sure that the FaZe team that's in the league is Aches' team. And Aware, which is TJ Haley, Huke, Accuracy, and Happy. And Aware is a bunch of young guns. They're really good. TJ Haley had one of the best performances at UMG Orlando. Probably one of the top 5 players there. Huke, probably another top 5 player there. He is one of the. He's like 15. This kid's 15, and he just dominates people. It's crazy. Accuracy is more of an objective player, so you don't really hear of him as much. And Happy's another good Slayer that probably is like a top 10 player. So they really have a lot of young talent. The only factor really is going to be is their LAN experience isn't as much as this FaZe team, which has ridiculous LAN experience in Aches and Enable, which just 2 veterans of the esports community. But Aware, Huke and TJ Haley are both on Stunner, and they proved themselves at UMG Orlando for sure. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them go far in the tournament. So basically that brings us to the next winners bracket round. I said Optic Gaming is going to win the first round, and then for FaZe versus Aware, I'm going to say FaZe just based off the fact of the experience. But Aware could definitely do something. They got a lot of good slaying talent. But FaZe is just probably going to be the smarter team because of their experience. Like, that's pretty much all I can say. It's really going to be close. Optic versus FaZe, it's going to be a good match, but I think it's going to be Optic again, just because of the fact that they've just been on a tear. Now that they have like good team chemistry, they don't look stoppable. If they play well, no one can beat them. I don't think. And then the next match would be Denial. I said Denial's going to win that versus Team Caliber. I'm going to say Denial's going to win that because Clayster and Attach and Replays have been really going off. J-Cap's kind of just like his normal self, like playing like normal, which is fine because he's good. He's a good player. He's not really like a huge Slayer. He's more of a support player anyways, so as long as he just does his job, they're going to win. And then the winners bracket finals, which should be Optic versus Denial. I gotta say Optic again, just because of the fact that they've just been playing so good. And yeah, I'm an Optic fan, so I guess I have a little bit of bias, but I honestly think that they are extremely good at this game. And their team is just stacked. It's like, they have like the top 3 Slayers on their team, and then Nadeshot, who's like a pretty good S&D player, and he's a good captain. And like, they have Crim, Scump, and Formal, who are all in the top 5 category on KD for the league. As long as Nadeshot just plays the objective, they can win. So that's really all they gotta do. And then the grand finals, that's gonna be tough because no way Rise is getting past like the second round. Okay, Rise isn't very good. I don't think they can do it. They have good players. They just don't fit. Well, except for Pac-Man. Pac-Man isn't very good, according to all the pros and from what I've seen. So that's pretty funny. But really, Rise isn't gonna get very far. TK could do some stuff. Like if they have pretty good chemistry. They just gotta slay. Like if Looney plays like he did at season one qualifiers, then they can win because they beat Optic Gaming. When Looney dropped like 55, not quite 55, 52 against Optic and Hardpoint. So that's like a huge thing. And they could do stuff, they could not. I don't know. It just depends on how those teams play that day. So I think in the finals it's going to be either Optic versus Denial or Optic versus FaZe. I feel like those are the two teams that are going to come up against Optic in the grand finals. So yeah, I think that's my thoughts. And actually that's perfect timing because we're about at the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to tune into the Season 1 playoffs if you are interested in esports at all, because it's going to be really entertaining. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of big plays, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.